Hello everybody, I'm Angela, this is Discover RPG, and I'm doing some map making today. Hope you're all doing well. This is our normal Wednesday stream. I am just tooling around today. I have been hard at work with some world maps lately, but I'm almost done with those. Not too much easy things to do in front of people. However, the city of Cinderhaven, which is a primary location for one of my private games, is in need of some wrapping up. So I am working on it's a map, it's a map, it's a map. Yep. Hi, Mouse. So we're gonna do a little map making. Let's see. Looking for. I'm kind of mixing and matching a lot of the incarnate premium pictures and stuff. So we're gonna look at. So there's towers and stuff, but I don't really want that. Let's do some basics. Ooh, barn's kind of simple. Just making a variety of buildings. More importantly, we're doing. Ooh, here's a. No, it's a windmill. I want a water wheel. Here we go, a water mill. Oh, Mitch, good luck with your coursework. My goodness. Little water wheel. Here we go. We want to continue with. Oh, I got little boats. Let's put a little boat on the water. Why not? Little crane. Just little cranes on the docks here. We will probably be swapping to Mondays next week. But I just, you know how it is. Sometimes you just don't have the energy to implement something that seems like it's going to take a while. Hooray, payment. Payment for goods and services. So I want a town. Give me more town stuff. Buildings. I want, there we go, blocks. Let's go to the blocks and just start filling things in. I want a line. Let's do a row of blue houses in here. Where are you? Oh, is that? Oh, it's a cluster. That's why. Okay, so if that's a cluster. There's another... Hello. Welcome, welcome. We're just working on some of your favorite things, Lane. We're doing some maps. Just trying to find a decent, there we go, that's what I want. I wanted an angled block. Delete that. There we go, okay. I am just trying to get a couple of things finished up here for this lovely little city of ours. Thank you, Lane. I appreciate that. I always appreciate you all appreciating the map, because I have probably put far too much work into it. Will you hit me up, Mitch, if you got an idea? I'm all ears. Hey! Welcome, welcome, one Bob Eagle. Oop. There we go. So we're gonna build in a bit more here. Another brewery. Oh man, I mean, I understand taverns are going to be part and parcel in this place, but I will consider. Actually, you know what? It's more than Bo Beagle. Hello, Bo Beagle. That tap house will be probably in a village, not in Cinderhaven. Just because I can't make Jovi too jealous. Other than that, though, we can do our best. I want a row. They've already got the beer forge as well, but we'll work on it. I'll hold on to it if I need to populate another tavern. It's not that I don't want there to be another tavern, Mitch. It's that I only really make things when I need them. So if we need a tavern, it will appear as if by magic. We enable responsible fictional drinking in this house, Bo. Don't worry about it. If it's not If it's not responsible, at the very least, it's fictional. So. Oh, hello, missing. Are you the right? No. It's small. That's the wrong one. Oh, that's also the wrong one. Good enough. So we're gonna go a little smaller. We're gonna go right here. There we go. Okay. Thought I had missed something. It's a tavern of requirement. When you really need a drink, it shows up through the mists. It's called the D&D Easy Mode Alley. Fairy vodka ant. Suppose that would just be Jovi, wouldn't it? She's the infernal vodka ant. Actually, this is the perfect spot for the little curvy. Maybe not quite that curvy. This one. This is a curvy. I mean, I can get closer. Just takes a little bit for it to figure out what it's doing. I don't have a super well, at the moment I'm just populating. But if you want to throw ideas into the chat, that will be a later stage of population of all this. Because at the moment, just trying to fill the dang place with buildings. Then I'll figure out what they do. No, you're good. I am always happy for ideas. I am literally copying and pasting them into a document when I get ideas from the group. So please feel free. Well, I'm glad you could make it, Bo. Oh, undo. Gosh darn it. Just not making it today. Okay, and then this gonna turn. This goes away. Like a mix between a maybe only certain that's very funny. Very funny, Mitch. Mix between a tabloid and a theater company. I enjoy that very much. Okay. So now I just gotta populate that line there with a few more buildings. And then something right here. Ooh, let's do not that. I want this, but in a different block. Where are you at, corner block? You're here somewhere. I guess we want to go to single. No, we can still do this. Actually, not that one, but we'll go. So this we're gonna have to keep doing. I have to build that out more. Go to some of the smaller buildings now. And, oh, that's why, because we were in this kind of deal. There we go. And we'll do, oops. Look at that. Mainly bards getting into those arguments, I would imagine. So we do that, and then we want a fountain. Do a little dinky one. Okay. I haven't labeled everything, Mouse. There's, it's going to be in gray wall, so it'll probably be one of these bigger buildings. I just haven't labeled it. Yeah, it'll be in here. No, it's fine. I got it. No, we just haven't had the, That's an automated, thing. I'm allowing the word butthead. That's funny. No, it should be back. You're okay. Alright, so I guess while we're in here, I'm going to probably be getting rid of a lot of these names. Yeah, you were good. It just, apparently, it's fine. It's just hyper sensitive. You're okay, Bo. How do you spell the Wellston family, Mouse? I assume that's not how it's spelled. Thank you. Oh, it's the big families. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's a number of very wealthy families in town. Helps create the town, you know? So, yeah. It's going to take a second. There's a lot on this map. We've only got the 2 things right now. So, Shenanigoons on Tuesdays and this on Wednesdays. Well, we're going to be moving to Mondays on this one. Same time, though. Ideally, be able to last a little longer on Mondays, because I run games for a private campaign on Wednesdays, so there's a bit of a crunch up against it. Awesome. But yeah, eventually this will be on World Anvil, and I'll probably remove a bunch of these labels so that I can mark them in World Anvil instead. And then I want to add... particular cleric's home. Finding, honestly, my suggestion for you, Bo, would be to, it's okay, not necessarily me, but check out startplaying.games. That is where that's where I advertise as a professional GM. But you should check on there, because there's a lot of games that you can join, campaigns that you can join, things like that. So you should definitely check it out. excuse me, Storm Daddy, not Thunder Papa, Mitch. Storm Daddy. It's the only thing I will accept. But yeah, you should definitely check it out. Let's see. So so we're just filling in here. Lightning Padre. So we're just gonna fill in some more here. Oh, well then that means we have to add more daddies into the group. That's all I hear, Mouse, is that we just don't have enough of them. Once we reach a critical mass, you won't be able to not Electro Dad. Electro Dad. I like Electro Dad. Anyway. So, this is really bad for my ADHD because I'm just like, oh hey, here's another thing I can do. Building's got a lot bigger here. Lightning. Well, yeah. He wasn't gonna drink that potion unless he knew he was gonna be younger. You kidding me? Was not about to get even older. Man was developing arthritis. He needed to not be aging anymore. Thank you. But that doesn't mean getting younger didn't have consequences. You know, short term, maybe, but still consequences. They are. It's so funny. He can't grow a beard. That's the part I'm fixated on, apparently. It just made me amused. It's okay. He can go talk to Pimble. That's his plan, anyway. He's like, that's it. I'm going to go talk to Pimble. He's going to give me a beard. He gave Tavum a beard. He can do the same for me. What I really want is for Azarius to see him. Be like, he's not barely pubescent. He's 18. He turned 18. I mean, he's still 30 in his head. He's just 18. I just really want Azarius to find out and be like, I can take him. I can take him now. Young whippersnapper, you better behave with my sister. No, the storm babies are the cats. 13's old when you're in a relationship with an 18-year-old. That's what... This was a miscommunication on the part of me and my player about the actual age difference between a character and their romantic interest. So we've decided we would... I decided we would fix it a little bit. Make it a bit more age appropriate for them. That's all. He was 30... And then he got aged 16 years from a curse, which sucked. He was not prepared to be 46 at the time. Yeah, when I'm saying old, I mean relative compared to a bunch of the characters. They're all in their 20s. So it happens. Well, if you're gonna have a magic world, you might as well use it, you know? That's sort of where I'm at. It's like, at least have some fun with it. Exactly. You got it, Bo. You get it. Still gonna be better at being an ASMR. Just saying. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it right now. Yeah, Morden is a protector ASMR. He's a storm cleric and a slash oath of redemption paladin. He's a real nice guy, and he looks like Jason Momoa, which has been a delight, and hence Storm Daddy. Yeah, his god's a Tempest God. Stomir. He's the he's like a Hephaestus kind of person. The god of the forge. Oh my god. I love it. Still saving. What's a kanku? Is that just a kenku that, with a can-do attitude? I'm trying to play in the space with you, Mitch. I'm trying to yes and, okay? There's little posters of a kenku. You can do it. Don't tell Ander about the bird that eats other birds, Mitch. He'll be devastated. So Bo, just so you know, so the Aarakocra are the race of bird people that can fly. So they've got hands, feet, and wings. Kenku are, at least traditionally, are crow people. Yeah, so Babs is an Aarakocra. The Kenku are really interesting. They are a race of... I, for one, am fine with Kenku not just being crows, but in the mythology, in the Forgotten Realms mythology, how they usually present, is that they are crow people who have, through some misfortune, their race historically has lost the ability to speak, and they are mimics. They don't have their own language, but they can mimic. They don't have their own spoken language, but they can mimic very accurately the sounds or people around them. They're very cool. I love playing Kenku. It takes a little bit of talent. Yes, Kiri's a Kenku. Exactly. So, but the idea that I've got a couple of Kenku, and well, they can also be very sad, which I found was really interesting to play. I had a Kenku character who just was... That's a good way to put it. Well, they just they didn't have their people anymore, and so some of the things that people were able to glean from being around them was that they had lost their party, and you heard little quotes from their party members, and little things that led up to their demise. And some Kenku, like I run a game right now. Yeah, that was actually 2-click. Sorry. But yeah, the idea of there's in that game, in another game that I'm running, there's a Kenku who really wants to fly. And so every time something comes up, they see if they can... Every time they encounter something that could potentially help them fly, they're very interested. So they kind of jump on things that are floating, or they see if they can cast magic, and it's very cute. I am amazed at the player's imagination when it comes to the things that their Kenku has heard, to quote things. it's really challenging and interesting. You got to make sure you've got a group that is patient with that. Let them have some leeway, I say. Some people like keeping track exactly of what they've heard. But I don't have a problem with having, if you understand the other characters, yeah, you can take a lot of notes. The other way they do it, my other player, he has a tendency to just kind of ad-lib as if, well, here are some reasonable things he would have heard over the years. And so if he wants to laugh at someone, he'll be like, well, you hear a kid laughing. At one point, don't ask why, the answer is not satisfying. But, they were basically running a funeral pyre for a couple of pixies. And the Kenku was watching this happen and started going, "We are gathered here today to remember." That he started doing this eulogy, which we just assume, okay, he's encountered a eulogy before. But he's a really good, he's very, very good improviser. So, we have hit our 10 o'clock deadline. I'm so sorry that I started a little late today. But got a little bit more done with Cinderhaven. Getting to the point where there's things everywhere. And eventually this will be all printed out and put on our Nerdsmith Patreon. If you check out our Patreon, we'll have some stuff up there soon, some maps, high-res versions of the maps, so that you can check them out, and then also links so that hopefully, and I'll talk to some people about it, but I'd love to be able to, is what brings us together. I'd like to be able to make these available for you to clone if you have Incarnate. You can play around with it on your own, but yeah, for now, here is Cinderhaven. And if you've seen the rotation going on below, you see our sponsors. We here at Discover RPG, but also at Nerdsmith. We are sponsored by Die Hard Dice, World Anvil. Patreon is actually a support site. If you like the content that you see, you can support a creator monthly with that if you want. There's lots of levels and you can personalize it, but at different tiers you get different cool bonus stuff just as a thank you for helping us keep the lights on and things like that. So, so one of the things that I'm going to be putting up is the high-res versions of these maps so that you can use them for your own campaigns and such. We're also sponsored by World Anvil, which is absolutely incredible world building and campaign management tool. If you are a role-play game, like a game master or a writer or any type of person that likes to keep basically a wiki of your world building, World Anvil is absolutely incredible. There's so many features on it, and it's free to start using it. If you want some of the personalization options, you can become a guild member on their page. So please check them out at worldanvil.com. And finally, we are here at Discover RPG, sponsored by Grinding Coffee, which is an LGBTQ Black-owned business. They sell coffee and coffee subscriptions, including K-Cups, whole bean, and ground coffee. They focus on sustainable practices. They try to work with small coffee providers in conjunction with organizations that try to keep those small family-run businesses in business. So please check them out, and they are pretty amazing people. So I highly recommend it. Anyway, that is all I've got for today. Oh, thank you, Bo. I really appreciate the support. Everybody here at Nerdsmith really appreciates the support. You can join us on Tuesday night when we continue. I don't have a Goonies thing. That's upsetting. We'll be here Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern for Shenanigoons, the Book of Fables. We're going to continue our adventure. They recently just had a very big revelation about their party companion, Villain, the Changeling, about some secrets that they have been keeping from the party. So you should definitely check out last week's episode, chapter 23, I believe. It's here on the VOD if you follow us here. And I will be putting it up on YouTube this week. So you are awesome. Both. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope to see you here sometime soon. And you all have a great night. I'll see some of you at the game table. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a safe week. Have a good night. Be safe, make good choices, get a shot in your arm if you can, wear your mask, go outside safely, and please, please, please do me a favor and be good to each other. All right. Good night. Bye-bye. Mwah.